Assalamu alaikum. Hello dear learners. Today we are going to learn about descriptive writing. Okay, so what is a descriptive writing? The primary purpose of descriptive writing is to describe a person, place or thing in such a way that a picture is formed in reader's mind. It does not tell that flower is beautiful. It shows them that the flower is beautiful. It creates a vivid visual for the reader. For this purpose, which things you have to remember? You have to remember that you have to use lots of rich language. For example, you have to use figurative language, for example, adjectives, similes, metaphors, personification and visualization. And second thing which you have to keep in your mind is you have to use your 5 senses. You have to use how many senses we are having? As you know that from the beginning of our class, nursery, we are going to learn about that we have 5 senses: sound, sight, smell, taste and touch. Okay, so you have to use your senses to describe a picture or a person or a place or an event. Okay, so how to use your senses to describe a place? You have to play with words. You have to use words like which can describe using your senses. For example, sound, by hearing, which does it makes noise or it brings up memory involving a sound, or sight, what detail can you see? Smell, does it smell or does it bring up a memory invoking smell? Taste, what does it taste like, or does it remind you of something that you can taste? Touch, how does it feel to touch? Is it hard, soft, bumpy, smooth, etc.? You have to tell the texture of that thing or that place. For example, the floor under your feet is bumpy or smooth. Okay, you have to describe each and everything. You have to look minutely, with keen observation. You have to observe everything, and you have to describe in rich language using a lot of adjectives, adverbs, verbs. With the help of these tools, as you know that every artist have some tools to describe something. Similarly, a poet or a writer who describes something, his tools are figurative language. So you have to be specific, like to the point, and you have to be as creative as possible. Okay. How to use your 5 senses in descriptive writing? Try to imagine yourself physically being in the environment and try to use your 5 senses. Think what you can see, what you can smell, what you can hear, what you can taste and what you can touch or feel. Let's see a simple way to describe a picture. What you can hear, what you can taste, what you can touch or feel. Let's see a simple way to describe a picture. This is a picture and here is a simple way to describe the sea. I can see the green trees and blue cloudy skies. I can see a brown boat on blue water. I can smell fresh scent of green grass. I can hear the sound of moving boat. I can taste fresh air on my tongue. I can feel the wind blowing. This description is very basic, that we want to improve it by using a range of language technique, interesting verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and effective vocabulary. With the help of this will help to engage the reader and also will help to create a picture in reader's mind. We can also see that each sentence starts with I. This is very repetitive and boring for the reader. Here is the improved version of this description. Let's see the improved version of this description. Now, as I walk through the enchanted forest, I am greeted with the fresh smell of scented trees and lush green grass. The bright blue color of heavenly sky was reflecting in the crystal clear water of the pond. The fresh scented air enters my nose as I make my way down to the lake from the forest. With every step, I can feel the tickling of grass under my feet. Chirping birds happily dance around the cloudy sky as the trees wave their arms in excitement. I stepped into the brown boat, passing through the freshly grown grass. As the small boat moved slowly, the rippling of water and cool breeze of spring brushes against my face, filling with me happiness. The taste of fresh lake water lands on my tongue. Moving oars of the boat, rippling waves of water on the surface. Chirping of birds created a rhythmic music in the environment, which penetrated through my being and took me out of this world to a celestial beauty of nature. Okay, sorry, the word nature has not been typed fully. Okay, this is nature. Okay, so now you can see that a lot of adverbs and adjectives has been used. For example, as I walked through the enchanted forest, with the word enchanted create a fascination, a magical impact, and the scented trees brings the happiness to us. And next is as we see that bright blue water, this is the alliteration. You can see that alliteration, repetitive or consonant at the beginning of each word. And then crystal clear water, so C is also, this is alliteration. I have used alliteration. And spring breeze. Okay, spring breeze also brought the sense of happiness and delight in the reader's mind, and the trees wave their arms in excitement. This is showing the vibrant personification of trees. We have used personification, full of life. Okay. Okay, so you can see the difference. Previous one was looking like a kind of boring and simple or childish kind of description, and this is much more rich, and it takes the reader to that scene. You can see the scene. Okay, it takes into that over there. Now here is a scene for you. Describe the scene into your own words using your 5 senses and make it as vibrant and as rich as you can. Okay, so here are some examples I have chosen from the net for you, that how to write a descriptive essay describing a person. And here you can see that title is My Grandfather. First of all, you have to give the introduction, and then in first in 2 paragraphs you have to describe some of the following basic information about physical appearance, personal qualities, hobbies, interests, profession, education, accomplishments. Start a new paragraph for each topic that underline to the other topic. For example, paragraph number 1, physical appearance and personal qualities, and in paragraph number 2, education, profession and accomplishment. And in concluding paragraph, write a conclusion in which you express your personal attitude towards the person, that how you feel about that person. Okay, and in next here describing a place. So similarly, you in first paragraph you have to give the introduction. This is where you give the name and the location of the place and your reason for approaching over there. And in second paragraph, that is the main body of the essay, describe what the place looks like and what you can see there. Use many adjectives in order to create a picture of the place you are describing. And in second paragraph, describe what you can do at this place and activities, and use many adjectives to describe and adverbs to describe your activities. And in concluding paragraph, you have to write which includes your comments, personal views and feelings and recommendation for the reader about the place. Okay, and in next paragraph, here is describing an event. So in introductory paragraph, first paragraph, this is where you give a name, time, place and reason for the event. Okay, and in second paragraph you have to describe all of the preparation leading up to the event. Use as many adjectives as possible. And in second paragraph, describe the actual event. Use as many adjectives as possible. Use past tenses to illustrate those you attended some time ago. And in conclusion, concluding paragraph, write a conclusion in which you include your feelings, comments or final thought about the event. And if you are going to describe an object, similarly you have to write in the first paragraph this introductory, that would be introductory. This is where you give the name of the object and the reason for choosing it. And in first paragraph of the body, describe what the object looks like. You should give an accurate picture of it using your words. Okay, and your description should include information about size, weight, shape, pattern and color, and use as many adjectives as possible. And in body, paragraph number 2, describe what you do with the object and or why it is significant for you, and use as many adjectives as possible. And in concluding paragraph, write a conclusion which includes your comments, feelings and or recommendation concerning this object. Okay, I hope with some exercise and some practice you can do a very effective and very powerful descriptive writing. Best of luck. Thank you for listening me. Allah Hafiz.